Hi, everyone. Thank you for coming here today. My name is Renee, and I'm going to be asking you some questions today. Keep in mind that there are no right or wrong answers to anything I'm going to be asking you. I'm going to be asking you to talk about your feelings, your thoughts, and your experiences. And if you think about that, none of that could be wrong. So feel free to just talk. Remember to push the T before you say anything, and I will call on you, and then I'll get to talk to everyone here in the room. Okay? So my first question is, I'd like you to think about bottled water, and I'd like you to think about how often you buy bottled water and how often you drink bottled water. Who would like to tell me how often they buy or drink bottled water? Lisa, go right ahead.
I buy bottled water about once a week and drink it every day.
Thanks, Lisa. Who else would like to tell me how often do you buy and drink bottled water? Vance?
Yeah, I usually drink about a bottle of water a day, sometimes two. I usually buy like a bulk pack like once a month and I just, take a bottle out when I want to drink it.
Thank you. I think Marla, did you have your hands up?
I usually buy it a couple times a week when I'm out.
Marla, do you only drink it when you're out?
Bottled water, yes, usually when I'm on the go.
Thank you. Who have I not heard from so far? Brandon, go right ahead. How often do you buy and drink bottled water?
I usually buy like a big bulk, like 24 pack about once a month, and then I'll pack it every day for lunch before work.
Thank you all. I have another exercise that I'd like to do with all of you. And with this exercise, what I'd like you to do is rest your hands on your lap and relax. Close your eyes and please think back to the last time or to a particularly memorable time when you drank bottled water. I'll be quiet for a moment so that you could really get yourself back there to think about it. So just breathe and think back to the last time or particularly memorable time when you drank bottled water. Really bring yourself back there to where you were, what you were doing, and who was with you. Keeping your eyes closed, really focus on how you felt that time. And try to think about if there was ever another time in your life having nothing to do with drinking anything when you felt similarly. And when you're done, you can raise your hand and let me know what you were thinking, please. Anyone? Brandon, go ahead.
Certainly wasn't a recent time, but hearing somebody mention the kind of the pop tops or the sport tops took me back to when I was a kid, and I would be playing baseball or something, and after the game we'd all get like a bottle of water, and so obviously the water was not a reward for the game. It was more you just played a game and now you're thirsty. But I think it gave me a sense of well, if I played well, it gave me a sense of accomplishment certainly. But it's kind of the same feeling I have when I've accomplished a goal or performed well on some task, and that's kind of what I remember most about the water drinking experience, if you will.
Thank you so much, Brandon. Who else had their hand up there? Vance?
Yeah, I'm talking about a recent time that I drank a water bottle. I was at the gym like a few days ago actually, and I was on the treadmill and I was running and it was hot. It was sweaty, and I finally finished running on the treadmill and I hopped off and I drank the water bottle, and it was just like this instant relief. Um, I don't know. It was a good feeling to, get through the workout and then have this thing right at the end that you're gonna drink, and there's just like a little bit of salvation at the end of a hard workout.
Vance, were you able to think of another time in your life when you felt similarly?
Yeah, I mean, I can. It's not very correlated, but I broke my wrist when I was younger, and I had a cast on for 6 weeks, and getting the cast off, it was just like this sense that like you don't have this like monkey on your back anymore, and it's just that instant relief that I got. That's very similar to that situation as well.
Thank you so much, Vance. What I'd like to do now is I'd like to show all of you something, and it's going to appear for you, and I'd like you to look at it, and I'd like to get your reaction to it. Okay? So here goes. So right now, what I wanted to show you should have appeared in your stimuli box. I'd like you to take a look at it and tell me what's going through your mind when you look at this package. Any thoughts at all, anything at all, any likes, any dislikes, anything it makes you think about? Thanks, Brandon. What are you thinking as you look at this package?
Well, I noticed it says enhanced with minerals for taste. I'm not sure what that means exactly. I don't know what minerals they put in there, but I'm all for enhanced taste.
When you say you're all for enhanced taste, what do you mean by that? Why, and what are you thinking about?
Well, I just assume it's going to taste good, and so if I saw that in a store, unless I've tried it before and I know it doesn't taste great, if I've never tried that brand or that type of water, and one of the things they choose to kind of put front and center is that it tastes good, I'm going to assume that it does, and I'm probably going to buy it.
Thanks, Brandon. Vance, your reaction? And it could just be your gut initial reaction to looking at it.
Yeah, I actually like the blue label. I think that like blue, it makes me think of the ocean, and it's just like something that's refreshing. So, I like the blue label. That's the first thing that jumps off the bottle.
Thank you so much. Lisa, anything to add to that? Any reactions at all?
I also like the labeling as well, but in general, it just looks like a regular bottle, small bottle of water. But particularly on the labeling, I like the little people. They look happy that they're going to drink water.
Thank you all so much for participating. Those are all the questions I have right now. You guys did a great job, and we really learned a lot from you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.